Hey my little turtle tots, you're back for another one. This time I am going to be reading a story off Wattpad. I will put the person's account here if you want to go read more, spoil it for yourself. I'll be doing multiple parts to this one. This time, I'm not alone doing the introduction to the video. I actually have Donnie here with me today. Say hello, Donnie.
Hi.
Don't be quiet, talk.
Hi. I'm Donnie, and yeah, I'm gonna be here for the video.
Alright, Donnie is super shy, as you can see. They do not like to talk.
I don't know what to say.
Alright, but anyways, that part 2 to the incident is going to be called, what is the name, Donnie?
First mission. I'm working on it right now, and I'm gonna try to get it done as soon as I can, but, you know, with school and all that.
Yeah, it makes it a bit difficult for us. But anyways, the start to our video is always the same. I'll cut into that later. Any art you see in this video is obviously not mine. I just took it off Safari or something. And, are we missing anything?
I don't think so.
Alright then. Let's jump right into this one, Turtle Tots. Okay, Turtle Tots, this story is off Wattpad. It's called Double Trouble. Well, sorry, no, it's not Double Trouble. It is Seeing Double. I am like so off the edge right now. It is pretty late at night for me, and I have school tomorrow, so whoop-de-doo. Alright, let's dive straight into this one. Wrath, enough. Weapons down, we are done, shouted the blue-masked turtle, leaning on his katana like a cane, holding his other hand over his face, covering his grin. The two other turtles, wearing orange and red, groaned, but immediately obeyed, letting go and helping each other off the ground. Wrath puts his size in his belt, and Mikey copied with his nunchucks. Jeez, Leo, I never get used to how much you sound like Sensei. Wrath laughed, and Leo smiled a small smile at his brother. Donnie already retreated back to his lab after his and Leo's spar, eager to continue working on his newest invention. Go ahead and have some fun, guys. I'll catch up. Maybe Karai, April, and Casey. Maybe call Karai, April, and Casey. We can have some pizza night. Leo smiles at his younger brothers, grin at each other, and sprint out of the dojo, searching for their T-phones. He turns and kneels down in front of a collection of photos, the largest one containing him, his brothers, and his late sensei and father, Master Splinter. He begins to meditate. Okay, that's the word. Although today he finds it hard to concentrate. Master Splinter, why is my mind so restless today? I haven't had this trouble in a long time, he asked, but no avail. He resolved and sits in peace and drinks some tea instead, hoping to put his mind at ease. His sense and extremely heightened, which confuses him, as there is nothing to be wary of in his own home, right? All of a sudden, a large orange portal appears on the ceiling of the dojo, and 6 figures come tumbling out. Leo approaches cautiously. Katana is ready. However, he quickly sleeves them. Sleeth? I can't read that word. Them after glancing at them for a moment. They were wearing the same colors as him and his brothers, and are also turtles. More mutants, and they're injured. Donnie, Wrath, Mikey, get in here now and bring a med kit. Or 6, he cries and rushes to aid the turtles and their human companions. I can't read that word. can't read that word. Covered with 6 yellow and red markings, as well as versions. I can't read that word. Wounds in. Oh my god, I am messing up so much. I am so sorry, guys.
Hey, Leo, do you need help?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna actually let Donnie read this one.
Oh, dear God.
I am so sorry this is happening so much, guys. Remind you, I am not the best reader. I'm gonna say right now, in school I have trouble reading, so we're just gonna ignore me.
Alright.
He cries out, read the top line, and then continue down.
Okay, his alternate, covered with yellow and red markings, as well as various wounds, is unconscious and already surrounded by his brothers. They are circled around him, weapons drawn, looking like they have been through hell and back. They stay there in a battle stance, desperate to do anything to protect their Leo. Hey guys, I'm not your enemy. I'll help you all. Please, I already know who you are. Leonardo, Raphael, Donatello, and Michelangelo. The turtles look up, and the desperation leaves their faces, as who Leo assumed was Donatello and Raph turned to each other with a confused look. Mikey is panic-stricken, cradling Leo's alternate in his lap and sobbing. Leo's brothers quickly arrive, each carrying medical supplies, which are instantly dropped in shock as they see the pile of turtles and humans in their dojo. Don't ask questions now. We help them first, ask later. They are seriously injured, especially the blue one. Each of the turtles rush to their alternate with a medical kit, and Leo and Donnie also take a human each, ready to patch up their mysterious alternates. Leo gives a smile of reassurance to his alternate brothers, hoping that they understand what he is trying to do as he turns his alternate onto his stomach to look for any shell damage. Holy shit, he murmurs. Other Leo's shell is nearly completely caved in. It is shattered down the center and blood is seeping out. Kind of gory, not gonna lie. Other Leo mumbles to himself, and he grows restless in his unconscious state. The bandages Leo has are quickly soaked in blood, and he frantically asks his brothers to go get more. He thinks that he might have been screaming, but he doesn't care. This turtle could not easily wake up. Donnie, are you finished checking out your alternate and the girl? I need some help. Leo cries out to his brother in purple, who rushes over and goes pale just looking at the injuries. I'll go get some plaster, but his shell is so weak that it might not work late. Donnie rants, but is cut off when Leo tells him to do it anyways. These turtles have faced something horrible, and he intends to find out what after they all heal. Oof. Okay. Raph has finished bandaging his alternate's arms and hands. They were covered in cuts and exit wounds, like something had made its way out of his skin. He shuddered at the thought and looked up at other Raph's face. His mask was torn and he was grimacing. Please help my brothers. I'm fine, really. Raph doesn't believe him, though. Every time he blinks, his mouth tightens in pain. He ignores the large turtle's pleas and lifts up his mask. Big mistake. His entire eye is bloodshot, clouded over with a pinkish hue. What the fuck? What happened? Shouts Raph, who is met with the turtle frantically looking left and right, murmuring to himself. Where's Leo? Did I hurt him? Is he okay? What about Mikey and Donnie and April and Casey? You should be helping them, not me. Other Raph panics. His breathing is quick and loud. Hey, calm down, big guy. My other brothers are helping them. I'm here to focus on you. Follow my breathing. Ready? In, 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. Raph repeats himself until his alternate has calmed down and is breathing semi-normally. Leo, he is in blue. Is he okay? Other Raph asks again, clearly concerned more about his family than himself. Your Leo isn't awake, so we don't know for sure. But my Leonardo and Donatello are both taking care of him, so he's going to be okay. Okay? Ralph reassures the large turtle and takes his nod as a chance to take in his appearance and check for any other injuries. For starters, his alternate is huge. He was covered in spikes and the only one of the 4 turtles that didn't have any visible markings. Other Leo had red stripes on his face and yellow ones on his shoulders. Other Mikey had yellow dots and various sizes all over his body and face. And other Donnie had purple squares on his shoulders and face. It looked very different to Ralph's family, but the way they cared for each other was the exact same, perhaps even more fierce. It took Mikey 10 minutes just to coax other Mikey away from other Leo so that he could bandage his alternate up. Poor little dude, he must feel horrible, Mikey thought to himself, and made his way to check up on other Mikey as quick as possible so he could go back to cradling his older brother. The 2 Mikeys looked pretty different, but so far they acted pretty similar. Other Mikey couldn't stop shaking like he had a tremor, and his hands and wrists were burnt, which is probably where his shakes came from. He looked terrible. His eyes were wide yet exhausted, and he was curling up into a ball, clearly wanting to sleep. Yet not wanting to leave his brother's side. His decision, however, was made for him when his eyes fluttered slightly and he quickly slumped against his alternate. Oh my God, Mikey started and went to ask for help, but first checked his alternate's pulse, finding that he was simply so... I lost my
exhausted.
voice. I'm so sorry. So exhausted that he had lost consciousness. He gently picked up other Mikey and placed him onto a pile of cushions in the corner of the dojo. He and his brothers would be able to talk to them once they woke up. Finally, Donatello finds the supplies needed and rushes back to help his brother with other Leo. His alternate was a quick checkup, physically anyway, other than small cuts and bruises. Other Donnie was fine on the outside, but Donnie had a feeling that mentally there was going to be a lot to unpack. Other Donnie was completely zoned out, occasionally zoning in only to glance up at his alternate, then check on his brothers. There was no readable emotion on his face, other than the pain that flashed across it when Donnie...
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. I lost where we were.
Go down.
Alternate. Zoning out. There was no... Alright, there we go.
When Donnie accidentally pulled a bandage too tight. So basically what happened was we were reading this off of the website, so...
yeah, and I lost our place, but keep going.
Okay. Pulled the bandage too tight. Yeesh. Donnie was now holding other Leo's shell in the most natural position possible when Leo plastered it into place like broken bone. After the plaster, they wrapped his torso in bandages and shifted him to the couch. Other Leo was beginning to stir, mumbling to himself. Leo and Donnie disregarded the gibberish until it started to make sense. Raph, praying, prison. Other Leo repeated 3 words, occasionally adding others like dead and my fault. Leo sighed and turned to look at Donnie. Leo's gonna Leo, am I right? He smiled as they placed him on the couch. Other Leo's eyes flickered open and he reached for his katanas before crying out in pain. Hey Leo, you Gotta stay still and rest up, alright? Don't worry. Your brothers are all taken care of. We're here to look after you now. Leo reassures his alternate and sits beside him, making sure that he stays still and relatively calm for the situation he is in. You're all going to be okay. We'll explain where you are we'll explain where you are when you're all awake. So rest up. Is the last thing other Leo hears before drifting back into a deep sleep.
All right. Thank you for joining us on this video today. Donnie was so happy to voice their very first one. Go on, Donnie.
Yeah. It was really fun voicing it. And even though I messed up a little bit, it was still really fun.
Yeah, you guys could see me. I was struggling really bad throughout that thing. Like, it was stutter every other word. But luckily, Donnie came in for the rescue like he always does.
Because I'm so good, you know?
Anyways, thank you for joining us. There is 5 more chapters of this story, so be expecting some more soon. Please hit the subscribe button and leave us a like, and even if you want, leave us a comment, because we will be doing a, what's it called?
Part 2, I think it is?
No, it's not part 2. It's where we read the comments and answer questions. A Q&A. Yeah, we'll be doing a Q&A, and, well, once we get enough, but, of course, that takes time, so thank you for supporting our channel, and hit the subscribe button. Me and Donnie are going to actually go get some rest. I'm probably going to stay up for another hour editing this video. So, night-night, my little turtle tots.
Good night, turtle tots.